Hello and welcome back to Dragon Quest VIII Tutorials. I'm Coach CZ, and in this video we're going to go over the July 8th updates for Dragon Quest VIII. So sorry for being extremely late and skipping 1 week. I actually have been quite busy with work to the extent that I have not been able to actually had enough time to make videos, and also have been quite busy on the weekend doing things with family. So hopefully I can actually get caught up with this in the next coming week. But over here in our notices section, we're going to have a couple of things. So here, starting out with the updates that we have here. So for the event schedule from August, or is July 8th, we're going to have Event Quest 7. We're going to have a level cap increase for Eito, so up to level 50. We're going to have a new part of the battle corridor unlocked, and we're also going to have a new mega monster that is going to be the Dragon God King. So besides that, we're also going to have a special mission for the arrival of the Dragon God King banner. So with this, you're going to be able to get some banner tickets for this particular banner. Then also pretty much similar to the God Hand special class, there actually was strength increase to the actual strength of that particular class. We're now going to have the same for the Dragon special class as well. We're also going to have a log-in bonus. This is going to be part 4 of that. Then on the 11th, we're going to have mileage points. ReWALK spots available on the weekend like we have for the past few weekends. So that's going to be something that you want to do for mileage points. And then over here on the 15th of July, we're going to have the ending quest for the Dragon Quest VIII ReWALK, and we're also going to have the super high difficulty quest as well. So I hopefully will be able to make a video on that. With this week's content, you will be able to get 100 banner tickets for the Dragon God King banner after completing all chapters of Event Quest VII, and you also be able to get the Eito Soul, and will also be able to get a special title that can be used for your profile. So also, like the previous weeks, you're going to be able to get Metal King coins. So again, you will be able to get one for leveling Eito, and more for the special missions for defeating a certain number of event enemies that appear in Event Quest 5 through 7. Then over here, in regards to the new battle corridor from after completing Event Quest 7 Chapter 4, you will be able to unlock the addition to the second corridor, or the new corridor of the battle corridor. So you want to level up Eito and be sure to equip good gear and use your skill points. So as a reward, you will be able to get the Eito Soul, you will be able to get the Dragon God King House Decoration, and also a special title that can be used on your profile. So in terms of the battle corridor, please remember that you can't use items in the battle corridor, and the enemies that appear in the battle corridor do not count towards specific missions. Then over here, like I mentioned, from July 8th to July 24th, the Dragon God King arrival mission will be available. So for this mission, you will need to defeat a certain number of enemies in order to receive 100 banner tickets for the Dragon God King banner. It's not a whole lot. I want to say it's around 150 or so. Then over here, like I mentioned earlier, from July 8th, there will be a significant strength increases to the class traits and skills of the Dragon Special class. So this is very similar to the strength increases that we saw for the God Hand Special class earlier this year. Also, when you have cleared Event Quest 7 Love Chapter 2, you will be able to get the Dragon Enlightenment special item. This item will allow all of your party members to play as the Dragon special class without any other prerequisites. So that's actually something to actually try out and get. So also we're going to have a login bonus as well. So from July 8th to July 24th, the 4th login bonus will be available. So you will be able to get a total of 1,200 gems over 8 days. So don't forget to log in to get or log into the game to get your free gems. Then over here we're going to have the new banner. So this is going to be the Dragon God King banner. So this is what it's going to look like for both type 1 and type 2 characters. Then the weapon for this banner is going to be an EX type weapon. So this is going to be the Ryujino no Tsue, which is the Dragon God King's staff. So this is actually going to be, as we go over it, you'll see some similarities between this weapon and also the Claw of the Dragon Queen. So in terms of this the abilities of this particular weapon, we're going to have Ain no Kokuen, which is going to be Eternal Black Flames. This is going to cost 69 NP. This does massive Dorma breath damage to all characters, plus 80 damage to metal types, with the amount of damage done changing depending on the number of enemies on the field or in the battle. Then after that, we're going to have another ability which is going to be called Ryujino no Shakunetsu, which is Dragon God King's Scorching Breath. This costs 69 MP, does massive mirror breath damage to all characters, plus 80 damage to metal types, with the amount of damage done changing depending on the number of enemies. After that, we're going to have Ryujino no Otakebi, which is going to be the Dragon God King's Roar. This is going to cost 46 MP. This does a great amount of breath damage to all characters with a rare chance to lower their tension. Then after that, we're going to have 2 sudden activation abilities. The first one is going to be Ryujino no Kekkai, which is Dragon God King's Barrier. This is going to cost 2% of your max MP, and what it does is at the start of the battle, the Dragon God King's Barrier domain skill is activated. Allies have a rare chance to have their tension increase when they take an action, but the wielder has a rare chance of lowering tension of all enemies. Then besides that, we're going to have the next sudden activation ability, which is going to be Waga Shimobe Tachi Ochikaro Kase, which is My Servants Lend Me Your Strength. This is going to cost 20 MP. And for this, if the wielder is equipped with souls from dragon and question mark type enemies, they will gain increases to some basic stats and will recover HP and MP. This is going to be up to 10% with a max of 4 of these souls equipped on. Then after that, we're going to have 2 challenges for this particular weapon as well. So the first challenge is going to be Ryujino no Iko, which is Dragon God King's Majesty. This is going to cost 3 MP, and with the effect of the activated Dragon God King's Barrier, if you lower an enemy's tension 2 times, the next breath attack the wielder does will be 1.2 times, will do 1.2 more times damage. Then also we're going to have another challenge, which is going to be Ryujin no Igen, which is going to be Dignity of the Dragon God King. This is going to cost 2% of your max MP. If the wielder successfully lowers the tension of an enemy 3 times with Dragon God King's Roar, the Dragon God King's Barrier domain skill will activate. So that's going to be good if the actual barrier actually goes away. Then besides that, here we're going to actually have the gear for this. So here we're going to have the Dragon God King's crown, and we're also going to have the robes, the chest, and also the leggings. So they're all, in this case, this what's displayed here, going to have the same stats. So plus 6 to breath damage, plus 9% to Dorma damage, and plus 9% to Mera damage. Then for here, pretty much just like all of the other banners, you're going to have special 1,000 and 2,000 purchase gem 10 chest draws available, which are guaranteed at least 1 5-star gear, but not necessarily from this banner. Then, of course, you're going to have for every 3,000 gems used for a 10 chest draw, you will receive a stamp. So, and on the 6th, 10th, 16th, and 20th stamps, you will get a pickup in which you're guaranteed a 5-star piece of equipment, but it might not be from this specific banner. Then down over here we're going to have actually before that, on the, I should mention over here, on the 20th stamp, you will also get the weapon for this banner. But down over here, we're going to have a new selection, which is going to be the Phantom Darkness Threat selection. So with this equipment from the Dark Dragon Barbaros banner and also the Destimir banner will appear in chest draws for the Dragon God King banner. Then over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip the Mega Monster banner. I'll do that in the actual Mega Monster video. But besides that, also in terms of the strengthening of the dragon, I'll actually make a separate video on that as well. What I want to do now is actually go over the Giga Monster. So for this, from July 1st to July 29th, we will have a new Giga Monster, Gigantic God of Darkness Rapthorne. So like Giga Monsters in the past, you will be able to fight with 29 other adventurers from all over the country to take this enemy down. Gigantic God of Rapthorne is going to have the Dark Barrier buff, which allows him to take less damage, a less amount of damage from enemy attacks. So with this, Yami no Keka, so Dark Barrier, while activated, all damage taken is lessened. The Dark Barrier can be destroyed if he takes damage from attacks that have been affected by increased tension levels. When your tension level is higher, the chances of breaking the Dark Barrier become higher. When the Dark Barrier is destroyed, Gigantic God of Darkness Rapthorne will lose the effect that prevents him from being susceptible to specific buffs. Then also from July 1st update, we will now be able to get a new accessory that helps increase tension levels. That is going to be the Nautical Chart of Light, and it's going to have an ability that you can use called Tension Switch. So with this, the wielder has a very rare chance of having their tension increased by 1 level. While the max tension level is 4, it will become harder to increase your tension level as it increases. So this is going to be good for the Giga Attack Chance bonus that you actually have for the first week of this particular Giga Attack or Giga Monster, which was actually last week. But in this case, for the Giga Attack Chance bonus from the previous week, you actually increase your tension level by 2 levels. So that was that there. So pretty much this is going to be your standard information of Giga Monsters. So again, along with 30, you along with 29 other players will be able to challenge this Giga Monster, and you can do so from any location, which I will explain in a little bit. So during the availability of Giga Monster, you are going to have 4 time periods in which you can have different bonus actions for filling up the Giga Attack Chance gauge, and also varying effects after the Giga Attack Chance is used. So during the last period of the Giga Monster, you will have multiple bonus attack chances, which will give you the opportunity of filling up the Giga Attack Chance gauge even faster. So in order to do this, or in order to fight a Giga Monster, you must have enough Guiding Giga Ruler points in order to go into battle, which in this case 1,000 Guiding Giga Ruler points to challenge the Giga Monster once. So these points can be received by defeating monsters on the field, clearing Hokuras, by defeating Mega Monsters, and by clearing the special daily quest that you will earn 1,000 points by just defeating a certain number of enemies. So you actually must be careful with this. You can only have a maximum of 10,000 Guiding Giga Ruler points in your inventory. So you will be able to challenge the Giga monster from 2 places. So the Giga Monster timer icon in the top left corner of the field screen, or tapping on the actual Giga Monster itself in the background of the field screen. So when the let's see, down over here, so that's that information there. So when you challenge a Giga Monster, you will have an option to choose between 2 different types, so normal and special battles. The normal battle will be geared toward lower level characters, while the special battle will be geared toward higher level characters. Since there is a difference in difficulty, you will receive more completion points by challenging the special battle. You will also accumulate clear points by defeating the Giga Monster, which will get you some nice rewards, which include gems, house decorations, banner tickets, and also souls for the God of Rapthorne souls, and also for creating or getting the treasure soul pearls for creating the actual God of Darkness Rapthorne soul. Again, in order to upgrade the S star to the S star grade soul, you must meet the following requirements. So have cleared main story quest 10, chapter 10, have an S grade soul of the Rapthorne soul, and then have 3 treasure soul pearls for the God of Darkness Rapthorne soul as well. So you'll be able to acquire these three pretty much as rewards from the number of clear points that you have from this particular battle. So besides that, in terms of filling up the Giga Attack chance, again, certain actions that you do will actually increase the actual actions for this. So for week 2, from July 8th to July 15th, the bonus action is going to be using support skills. Then the Giga Attack chance effect will be a 2 level increase to your attention, and also fully recovering your HP, so that's going to be that there. So that's pretty much going to be it there. But like the Mega Monsters, if you have a monster companion with you on the field, you will get the once per day special perk that lowers the amount of damage done by the enemy, as long as it is the first enemy or first Giga Monster or Mega or Giga Monster battle of the day. So in terms of this particular battle, I'm actually going to have a team that has kind of been working for me so far. Is going to be this team here. So here, God of Darkness Rapthorne is going to be weak to for example, Mara, Eito, Dane, and also non-attribute damage. So I'm going to actually have this particular team here. So with this team, of course, I'm going to have my High Priest equipped with the Mysterious Crystal, so going to be used for healing and also buffing throughout this particular battle. Then over here, I'm going to have my Ninja equipped with Sword of the 8 Dragon Gods, so going to be using it for Dragon Soul Infinite, so going to do some pretty good damage to the enemy. So hopefully this character is pretty much going to be the main character that we'll be using to get rid of the Dark Barrier. Then over here, going to have an Archmage equipped with the Book of Hiten. So this is going to have Roaring Thunder. So this does massive Dane spell damage to one character and increased skill damage of the allies on both sides of the character if an Echo is activated. So this is actually a very good weapon to have on, as it does healing and also support, or damage and also support. Then also going to have Demon King Piccolo's Throne. So this is going to be important, pretty much going to be used for doing damage, but also by putting on the Terrified buff on the enemy. So that's going to get me extra damage done to the enemy, and also possibly debuffing as well. If you're lucky, you can actually get some very good debuffs earlier on in the battle, so lessening the amount of damage that Rapthorne actually does. So that's going to be that there. So in regards to Rapthorne, I actually now want to go over its abilities. So Gigantic God of Darkness Rapthorne is going to be a question mark enemy. For the regular battle, going to have 9 million HP, but for the special 18 million HP. 2 to 3 actions per turn. Again, weaknesses going to be Meta, Eo, Dane, and non-attribute. So its main ability is going to be called Ankoku no Bakuhatsu, which is Dark Explosion. This does around 1,100 spell damage to all characters with a chance to lower their tension by 1 rank. So spell, reflect, buffs, and stand firm are ineffective here. So then we're going to have Ankoku Jin no Okori, which is Rage of the God of Darkness. This does around 250 physical damage 3 times to all characters with a chance of lowering their spell and attack power by 1 rank. We're also going to have Ankoku no Ryusei, which is going to be Dark Meteors. So with this, this does 300 damage to all characters with an additional 300 Dorma physical damage to random characters 5 times and has a chance to lower defense by 1 rank. We're also going to have a Ure Furi Shiroshi Tatatsukeru, which is going to be Arm Slam. This does around 450 damage to all characters and has a chance to knock them down. Going to have Futatsu no Dama, which is going to be the 2 balls. This does around 300 spell damage to random characters and has a chance to lower their tension by 1 rank. Also going to have an ability called Okina Ude de Naguri Tsukeru, which is going to be Big Arm Bash. This does around 480 physical damage to 1 character with the chance of lowering their resistance to physical attacks. Then we're also going to have Renzoku Dormoa, which is Dormoa Barrage. This does around 300 Dorma spell damage to random characters 3 times. Gonna have a Hageshi Hono, which is Intense Flame. Does around 250 Mera breath damage to all characters. Going to have a Yami no Kekka, which is Dark Barrier. This is going to increase tension by 2 levels and gives Rapthorne a Disruption Wave Guard. We're also going to have a Jakuna Inori, which is Evil Prayer. This gives Rapthorne the Dark Barrier, which gives it also Disruption Wave Guard included. Then besides that, is also going to have a Futeki ni Waratteru, which is going to be Laughing Fearlessly. In this case, it actually takes no action. So pretty much my notes for this are going to be increase your character's tension in order to remove the Dark Barrier, do bonus actions in order to fill up the Giga attack chance gauge faster, use Protective Shield to protect against debuffs. After Giga Monster starts preparing for its main attack, ensure your party's safety by having their HP full using Magic Barrier or defending. Equip armor that gives you protection against Rapthorne, and equip weapons gear and souls that give you damage and resistances to question mark type enemies. So with that said, I want to go ahead into this battle, so here we go. Okay, so here we go with this battle. So hopefully things actually do go well. In terms of my ranking, if I can get in the top 10, I actually would be very happy with that, but we will see what will happen with this particular battle. Hopefully things do go my way. Okay, so the barrier is on. Okay. So here what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and use Roaring Thunder. If I actually put on Auto Battle in the beginning, it actually might do a completely different skill. So I'm pretty much manually inputted that here. So next here, going to have my God Hand, who I will go ahead and use Explosive Demonic Wave. And here what I'll do is go ahead and use this Dragon's Rage. So now up to 50. And here going to go ahead Let's see. I really want to get rid of the barrier, so I'm going to actually give my ninja another chance here and use the rage again. So now up to 100. Okay, good. So pretty much the next attack that I will do with my ninja will most likely lower the attack power, or pretty much remove the dark barrier from Rapthorne here. As long as hopefully none of my characters die here. Okay, okay, so I actually lost that. But here comes the support. So here what I'll do is I'll go ahead so again, that's the main reason why I did not use auto battle. So hopefully here, maybe I might be able to take away the barrier. No, not here. And there, a miss. Okay. Alright, so things are actually not so bad. Well, actually I have two characters that have been knocked down. So hopefully I can get the Saint Echo to have extra healing. Nothing there. So here I really need to have my healer up and running, so I'm going to go ahead and heal up. So here, going to go ahead and attack with my God Hand here. Here, Dragon's Rage. So actually, in the original game, so okay, good. I actually broke the barrier, so that actually worked out there. So here, going to also get a Giga attack chance. But in the original version, when the Dragon Quest VIII event came out, with the super high difficulty quest, I was never able to actually defeat Rapthorne. A lot of that had to do with I was not actually able to get any of the weapons from the actual from that actual event, so I was pretty much at a serious disadvantage. But here, possibly here, I could get Shadow Weave. We'll see what happens. Nothing there. Okay. Then here, what I'll do is I will actually go ahead, increase that there. So, ooh, okay. Okay. So, God of Darkness, or Gigantic God of Darkness Rapthorne, is going to be worth 70,000 XP, 45,000 gold. So, the regular Rapthorne soul is originally a red soul, which I did go over in the past. Here, I got a D. Okay, so pretty much that was my battle against Gigantic God of Darkness Rapthorne. So pretty much if I do actually get a better strategy than the one that I had here, I will definitely go over this particular Giga Monster again. But besides that, I'm probably going to go ahead and end this video here. So for the next video, what I'll do is I actually have gotten the new weapon, so the Dragon God King staff. So I will do a breakdown of that particular weapon, and then after that, I will go over the new Mega Monster, so the Dragon God King. So that actually has very similar mechanic to the Mega Monster battle with Devilish Clown Dormagus. So I will be definitely going over that and also be breaking down the S-grade soul. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you would like to see more, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.